So hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. So this is a second video. In the first video we have discussed about the importance of programming language and how we will go through AI and then cyber security. So second class we will start with Python. Okay, as I explained you the importance of Python, so step by step we will see why I am choosing Python, because Python is a language which does not totally too much dependent on syntax, but rather than dependent on problems. Like, what do I mean by that? We can focus more on problems rather than syntax. Again, I'm not against any of the programming language, but this is my favorite language because it is easier. Okay, you don't have to think too much about syntax. It is quite handy and everyone can learn it. Okay, so as we are starting with Python, next thing is I would like you to pay much more attention on one particular subject, that is problem solving. Why problem solving? This is the most important topic, I would say, that you should be focusing on in your college life, or if you are studying anything throughout the life actually, because problem solving, you should not stop learning this particular skill called problem solving. Why? Just like any skill, for example, aptitude. Why do we have to learn aptitude or logical reasoning? Why? Because this particular skills define how intelligent you are. Imagine you have to judge a person whether he is smart or not. How will you judge? There are few parameters that you have in our society. We judge through aptitude or logical reasoning, or even English sometimes. I mean in the grammar and English part. So just like that, in coding world, we judge a person whether he is knowledgeable or not through this particular topic called problem solving. Again, this is not only related to particular coding. I mean to say, it is not only for jobs, but it is overall for your brain development or your personal development. Okay, do not think that this particular problem solving is only for you to get jobs. Obviously it is an outcome, it is an advantage, but along with that, your brain will be developed and your personality will also be developed. What do I mean by problem solving? What exactly you understand by problem solving? I mean that at any point of time, given a problem, can you solve it? This is what I mean by problem solving. So again, it has a very deep meaning. It does not only fall under coding, but it also falls under your life itself. What is the current problem in your life that you are facing and how you can solve it? That is nothing but problem solving, right? It has a lot of layers again, but if you are very effective and if you have this particular skill called problem solving, you can solve any problem. So I asked this particular question to all the students. That is, as a student, what is the most important skill, or what is the most important, biggest problem, I would say, you face as a student? The biggest problem is not this studying and all. The biggest problem is you need to earn money. That is the only reason everyone is going to college, for getting job ultimately, so that they can earn money, right? So if you are smart enough and if you can find a problem of or solution of this problem, that is money, I would say you don't need a college degree. Okay, it is just a means to get job. And obviously from that point of perspective, some people will say that knowledge is also important. I totally agree with that, but most of us, we go to college just because we want to earn money, right? I'm talking again in general, don't take it personally. Okay, next is problem solving. So we have to look at coding in such a way that it is nothing but problem solving. What do I mean by that? Again, problem solving can be divided into let's say, let me take an example. Okay, example, Zomato. How Zomato is solving problem? What kind of problem? It is nothing but food delivery app. Food delivery app. It is a middleman that helps us to connect with the audience to the vendor who are selling food, right? So it is solving one problem. Yes, just like that, let's say Paytm, let's say Book My Show. All these are what? All these are problem solver. In some or the other way, they are solving problems. All right. So imagine, look at this as an application. What they are doing, they are solving problems. So what we need to do, if you look at this, you can divide it into, you can categorize it into input, application, or you can think it as problem solving machine, problem solving machine, and then it will give us a output, desired output. Okay, it can be in any form. Again, it can be in monetary form, it can be in food. Here in Zomato, it is nothing but food, we get food, right? So in case of Zomato, what is the input? Input is all your details, what kind of food you want, where do you stay, how much price is your food, what restaurant you want to order. So all those details, right? Application is nothing but Zomato, and output is nothing but we get food. Okay, this particular structure you need to understand in order to learn coding. Ultimately, coding, people think that it is too much of technical thing. It is not technical. It is all about how you think and how you can solve one problem at a time. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. If this is clear to you, our same coding, let us come little bit to coding. Our coding also works similar to this. It is nothing but input, algorithm, and then output. Okay, it is as simple as that. Only these three terms you need to understand. That's it. And the most important part is this algorithm. Input you will be taking, output you will be getting, but the algorithm is the most complicated among all these three. This you need a brain to solve. You need to think how to solve or how to find a problem. And again, many skills are like that you can just learn one time and it will be useful for you. But again, this particular problem solving skill requires a time for you to develop that particular skill. It is not one day thing or 1 month thing. It requires you to do years and years. Again, depends on person to person. Years. Okay, it is like ever growing. You always have to stay updated. It is never like one person is perfect in problem solving. No, there are a lot of levels. Okay, just like a game, there are a lot of levels in this also. So you can always improve your problem solving ability. Okay, all right, next is coming back to Python. We have to understand what exactly this input, output, and algorithm. So here let me take out online compiler, and in Python it is very simple. So what we need to do, we need to just type let's say n equal to input. It is a function. So I'll come next to this again, what is function and all. But imagine now function is just a code, a piece of code that will do particular task. Okay, here it is an inbuilt function. You don't have to mention what is input. It is already there in Python. What you just need to do, you just need to do, take an input, after that output. How you output, it is just simple as print n. Okay, this is again a function. Now algorithm, what you need to do, let's say I want to add two numbers, a, b, input, and then Algorithm. What is the algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but C equal to A plus B, and I need to print out C. So let me run this. Let's say 5, 6, 4, and output is 54. Why output is 54? Because it is a string. Okay, it is not a integer. If I want to take integer, what I'll do? I'll just do this, and it will become a integer. Okay, I'm just giving a very simple example, nothing complicated. Let me again run 5, 4, and output is 9. Okay, I am giving just a simple example that how input. What is the input? Input is this. Algorithm is nothing but C equal to A plus B. Any kind of algorithm it can be. It is the simplest algorithm that I am giving. Output is print C. Okay, so this is the structure that you need to understand. Don't go in complications. It is a very simple structure that input, you'll be given any kind of input. What you need to do? You need to use your brain and you need to form any kind of algorithm. It can be as simple as sum. It can be as complicated as building a rocket. Okay, everything is an algorithm. You just need to have that much courage to understand that algorithm. Next is output. Output is an outcome that you get after that making that algorithm. Okay, this is all about the first class. Now what I can assure you is I'll not go too much on details in Python, but I'll just teach that much of Python that is required for you to do competitive programming. Okay, I'll not be going too much in depth, but I'll be teaching you only that much skill that is required for you to become a pro coder. Okay, later on you can just explore all the other topics, but for now you just need all the topics that are most important. All right, so in the next 2 classes we'll be completing the whole Python up to that much required, and after that we'll be solving 50 questions. Okay, 20 basic question, after that 30 on lead code maybe, and then you'll be done with the Python. After that we'll move to data structure, and then we'll move one by one. Okay, hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you.